So if you're heading down to Lucky Bay from Kalbarri, it's about 45 kilometres south of Kalbarri down the main coastal road. But there's not a lot of signage. In fact, this is the only sign that tells you you're on the right track. So little tiny brown sign there says Lucky Bay, and you turn on to Bulleen Road, and then it's a dirt track from there into the campsite. It's about 6 k's or something like that. But yeah, there's not a lot of signage, so keep an eye out for it, or just stick that Bulleen Road in your GPS, and that should tell you where to turn. So here it is. This is the turn off into Lucky Bay, Bulleen Road, and it's about 5 or 6 k's up the road, and it's a dirt road. Grader only just went through yesterday, so it's in terrific nick this morning, but I imagine it can get a bit corrugated, but anyway, at the moment it's magnificent. And here's another telltale sign that you're on the right spot. There's a monument just here as well. So if you see the monument turning onto Bulleen Road, you're on the right path to Lucky Bay. So here's our little station. This is our office and home. Ranger station. So we're about 1.5 kilometres from the campground. And we've got a little office here and a house, and just got the van and the car parked up in front of the shed. I'll take you for a quick walk around the house as well. But this is good. All the traffic comes through on the way from the main road, so they call in here and pay their dues. So it's only $15 per vehicle per night, which is not bad considering there's drop dunnies and there's a water tank and rubbish bins and all sorts of things. So $15 is not a bad price. So here's the house. There's Lisa out there in the grass having brekkie. Oh, that's the phone. That'll be the Ranger. Better get this, probably very important. Excuse me for a minute. Right, Ranger duty's done. So let's show you inside the house. So there's a little potbelly stove thing there that Lisa fired up for a couple of days, or a couple of nights. And to see if the light adjusts. So she's a pretty small house, but perfect for what we're using. So little dining room, telly, nice big fridge, which is sensational. Little kitchen, little galley style kitchen there with a gas cooker, but we use our induction cooker, brought that in from the van, and we use that to cook with. And down the extensive hallway, got a bathroom here, which is pretty good. And last but not least, the boudoir, which is just perfect. So the whole place runs on solar. They've got I think it's about 8,000 kilowatts of solar power on the roof of the shed, and then that runs okay, had me intrigued as to exactly what this solar system is. So it looks like they've got 2 banks of solar panels. Each bank is 2,000 kilowatts, and that charges, I don't know if you can see it down there, 4 24-volt batteries, which gives a total of 500 amp hours of power. And then, as I said, all backed up by Jenny. So the system works really, really well. Yeah. What are we sitting at? Just under 3/4. So it's just gone 8:30 in the morning. Batteries at 3/4 capacity. And as I said, by 11 o'clock she'll be full. So we got our first really nice morning this morning. It's been pretty windy here for the last week and a bit. So we've been hanging out for some nice weather that we can get down and have a fish, and Lisa's into it already. So this is just a little lagoon. We're about, where are we? Probably about 1 kilometre south of where the ranger station is. But you can see that limestone reef out there. And that limestone reef runs parallel with the coast, probably for about 5 or 6 kilometres down here. So it makes a really beautiful little lagoon that you can fish into, and hopefully we can find some whiting here this morning, and we'll push down the beach a little bit further, see if we can find a break in the reef and cast for some tailor as well once the tide starts coming in. Anyway, it's a lovely morning here on the beach at Lucky Bay, so hopefully we'll get ourselves a few whiting. And then this afternoon we're heading up to Kalbarri just to have a look at the coastline up there a little bit further and do a little bit of exploring. Anyway, got to get into the water and catch myself a fish before Lisa does. Alrighty, so guess who's caught the best fish of the day? That is one cracker of a whiting. Good job. So up early this morning. This is our 10th day, I think, 10th or 11th day here at Lucky Bay. And I still haven't been in the water. It's just been a little bit too windy and a little bit too cold. But this morning there's an easterly blowing, so it's offshore, and I thought it's about time. Went down for a swim. Still pretty early, it's only 5:30. No, it's not 6:30, 6:30. So I'm gonna brave it. Conditions are not idyllic just yet, but it's not far from it. Yeah, it's chilly. It's not that bad, but it's not tropical. Still, what a great way to start the day. Time for some brekkie. It's a beautiful day here, and we're actually out having brekkie in the garden.
Lovely.
Already been down the beach for a swim, which was magnificent. So we've got another few days, about another 3 or 4 days where the weather's looking pretty good. So we're looking forward to that. Be able to get down and have a swim and another fish, hopefully get some more whiting. Anyway, brekkie time. So down on the beach here, fishing again on a magnificent afternoon. Have a look at that sky behind us. It is just beautiful. Stunning, stunning sky. So, Miss, I Fish Like a Girl Try and Keep Up is out here fishing again. But lots of bites, but nothing of any size this afternoon, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, you could not get a better day to be out here on the beach, or a better afternoon. That is just beautiful. So the weather's good this morning, and things are hotting up already. Just have a look at the car park here. So everyone's banking up. Should be a beautiful day here today. Morning this morning. Check out the size of this rig. It is huge. I'm blown away at the size of the rigs that some people are travelling with. It's just incredible. But here we go. So we got a whole bunch leaving this morning and some newies coming in. It's another beautiful day at Lucky Bay, Kalbarri. So here we go. Cleaning duties, just the drop dunnies. Got the fire trailer there. So the facilities here are pretty good. So there's 4 toilet blocks like these, and then there's also 4 camp kitchens. I'll show you the camp kitchens. Well, not really camp kitchens, just really shelters. I'll show you one shot. And these are the shelters. So they're all set up with a bit of protection from the southerly winds, which are the prevailing strong winds here, and all of them with a couple of bench tables and chairs. I don't know if you can see that, it's a little bit dark, I think. It's all pretty much free range camping, so there's just sites in amongst all the trees, all the bushes I should say, but today's been a really busy day. So this section up here in front of us is where the caravans all seem to go, and there are dozens of them today, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like in there today. I'll just have a drive in through here. This is the sort of main area where the caravans come. Pretty chockers up here with vans. One of the jobs that we need to do while we're here as camp hosts is to drag the tyres over the road. It smooths the corrugations out. Does a great job actually. The road in general is pretty good. It's there is a sandy stretch that's maybe half a kilometre that does get pretty corrugated, but that looks good. But yeah, in general the road's pretty good. It's no problem at all. So anyway, we'll drag the tyres up and down a couple of times, smooth out. So here we are, Port Gregory. It's only about 35 kilometres from where we are up at Lucky Bay. And Port Gregory is famous as the home for the pink lake, which, as you can see, is very pink. Another beautiful morning down here at the bay. Just come down from a morning swim, which I'm really enjoying now. Come down, just do a run along the beach, just about 1.5 kilometres, and then into the lagoon and have a swim, a couple of 100 metres, that's all. Just enough to get the blood pumping before brekkie. But we're in for a windy weekend apparently. So far today it's not too bad, but then again it is only 6 o'clock in the morning. I wonder if the wind will bring the fish in. Something's got to bring the fish in. Alrighty, let's get down to the water's edge and go for a swim. I love the look of the patterns in the beach. When the wind's been blowing, it looks a little bit like a Martian landscape. Have a look at this. Just have a look at these windrows. I think they're called windrows or wind drifts or something like that. We had a guy bellied out on his big ram not so long ago. Tried to get over one and didn't quite make it. But have a look at them. You can see how people can come unstuck. Have a look at these. So soft, aren't they? Well, today's our last day. Oh, here's one of these giant moths. Have a look at the size of these things. Let's get him over here in the bush. Look at the size of them. There you go, young fella. Anyway, good luck. They just don't fly. I don't know who designed them, but they didn't do a good job. Rightio. So last day, we're just doing our final pack up. I'm just going to do a last service of the amenities here. Poor old Ranger's under the pump. Here's a little trick I've used. So I just hang this. It's just one of these ratchet strap things. Nice bright orange, but I just hang it directly over the tow ball, and then that way when I'm backing back using the reversing camera, I can see exactly when I'm in the right spot. Works really well. You can see just how accurate you can get it because the tow ball pushes this back as you back, and you can see exactly when you're in the right. Better get this done.
Hi.
How's it going in there, Lise?
Yeah, getting there.
Putting it all back together, putting everything back in the van. It has been absolutely delightful living in a little house for the last month. Really nice to be able to walk around and not bump into each other. But our time has come to an end, so get on the road here, get this last service done. Come back, have our last cup of tea in the house, and then we're on the road heading down towards Jurien Bay.
Here we go, out of Lucky Bay. It's a bit sad, really.
It is a bit sad.
Say goodbye to our boys.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Huh. Well, there we go, out of Lucky Bay. So that was a great month. Weather was not that kind to us, unfortunately. Pretty windy, but that's November in Western Australia. So just got to put up with that. But it was great. We had one nice week out of 3, out of 4, or almost 5. So anyway, we're on our way south, getting slowly closer to Perth, slowly closer to home, and putting the van away for a couple of months. It's going to be a very sad day today. We'll be back heading to the shed.
It will be, but it'd be nice to see everyone. All the new babies.
Christmas is on its way. Alrighty, so we're going to go inland, Chapman Valley. We just got the tip from the ranger, it's worth a drive, so we're going to go inland from Northampton and have a look through Chapman Valley and eventually head down towards Lake Eardon. Eardon? One of those lakes. We'll see you then. Catch you later.